Hello ladies and gents, welcome to Between the Stars, a game that came out into early access a few years ago, and then of course, the disease that hit the world that shall not be named happened, so they finally got around to their Chapter 6 Solar Siege, and their next day update after this, which will be in February, will be the 1.0 and release out of early access. But I don't know about you guys, but in 2.5 years, I don't have the save file for this anymore because that's the last video I put out was 2.5 years ago on this. So I thought we'd start a brand new game. Now, why would you want to play this game? It is a sci-fi dice rolling RPG where you fly your own ship, build your own ship. You have multiple ships you can purchase and change around. And we'll be doing all kinds of weird combat in all kinds of weird places. And it's constantly generated so that you guys will see what I'm talking about when I talk about the dice rolls, because that plays a real big part. But first, let's start a campaign. So here are your game modes. You can go normal mode, in which we'll do on everything. And then continue. All right, so choose your ship. Now, the thing to keep in mind is your fighting style when you're first thinking about this. Do you like using all of one kind of armament? Do you like shooting? This is more of your ship sits in the middle of the screen and you use your mouse cursor to shoot where you kind of want to shoot. So we're playing with big boy ships here. All right, now to choose our ship. So it looks like we're getting all the same armaments on the ships to begin with. The big difference is going to be the special ability and our hull here. Shields, depending on what you want to roll with. That's got the highest hull, but probably the lowest shield. Then we've got an in-betweeny guy here, which is the one I tend to like to go with. And then this guy that's already got an itty-bitty hull, but he's got really good shields. 29. 32 total for both of those, and then 24. So, right there. Let's see. We want to go blue, yellow. You know what I would have liked would be a red. You know what I mean? All right. And you can put any of these guys down here that you want in there. But, yeah, I guess we can go for blue for right now. All right, let's make our character. So, one of the interesting things in the game is you guys saw before that these are the negative attributes. So if you come up here, you can have the game keep rolling until you find something that you like. At that point, you can mess with all the appearances and things like that, but I've got to find one here that I think I'm going to like for my captain. Alrighty, folks, I think we're going to go with more Reese's looted from enemies and increased charisma by level 1. That's going to help with a lot of the RPG aspects. Okay, so you can be a lady if you'd like. It's up to you. Let's see. Dark hair. I don't like that hair. Hey, that's a little better. Make him look like a man. There we go. And make him really tall. All right. I think that is it.
Captain, we're in the sectors adjacent to Tacit Stella. The War Council will not be held for another 2 days.
Understood, May. We'll take advantage of the downtime to supply our ship and patrol the area. Input coordinates to the nearest space station.
No need, Captain. Our power levels will let us fly for at least another 2 weeks.
We've spoken about this, May. The crew is exhausted. They've been eating nothing but synthetic proteins for a month. They need a breather.
Aye, Captain. Coordinates set.
But you don't have to go there. You can go hit a distress signal first, which is what we're going to do. And you saw there, you just hold down your G key to take you along. And then point yourself where you want to go, and we don't have to do anything. It'll just click over once we get there. We'll see what we run into. You receive a notice from your communications officer that a drifting ship has been detected emitting a distress signal. The ship seems to be quite deteriorated and without occupants. Oh, yeah. Let's try to contact by radio. So, up to 5, that means we got to beat a 5 on our roll. Oh, yeah. To check for survivors, you decide to contact them by radio. After a few minutes, your team establishes contact with the ship. We were raided by pirates, and they left us adrift so we could not ask for help. Many of us have died, but there are still a few of us left. Please help. Yeah.
Head to the target.
Let's go rescue
prepare
them.
boarding protocol.
Okay, and you're gonna see a whole bunch of influences from a bunch of different games. So, bottom right corner, you can see I can control our weapons, shield, and engine. Now, this is the same kind of thing. You just normally got to fly close and it'll pop you there. The stations, when we go into those, are a little different, but oh, thank goodness I missed that thing. All right, the door of the drifting ship opens in front of the rescue team. Behind the door appears a survivor who gratefully decides to join your crew. +2, so we got new crew out of that. Damn, that's a good way to start a game. Okay, so here we go. This is your ship. Now, as we blow up things and we go to places, we buy new things. They'll show up over here. We can place this in any red square. The ones that are blue, we can only place in blue squares. And then these are going to be fighter squadrons that we can get, which is something I don't think I played with at all, but it's good. We've only got 5,000 credits. So before even going, let's see, you know what? Let's put this there and put that guy in the back, I think. Let's see. And as I was saying before, you can see the green thing. That is your weapon slowly overheating. You let them go. Oh, sorry. You let them go long enough, and they're going to overheat on us. And that's how long we'll have to survive before we can start firing again. All right, so let's go check out this other distress signal. Because you never know what'll happen. Now, you can't play with a lot of the menus when you're flying around like this. You kind of got to wait until after. But after this, I'll show you guys your crew. But you know, if you want to keep seeing more of these, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the old channel. More the merrier. Okay, once you have confirmed the signal on the monitors, you can glimpse an abandoned ship through the bridge's bay window. You immediately get chills. The hull seems intact, and the distress signal, coupled with the lights, which are still online, confirm the power system is undamaged. Your terminal lights up, and crew member Mori gives her report on the situation. Captain, the ship's crew is unresponsive to our incoming transmissions. We'll keep a safe distance until further orders. Okay. So, more likely than not, this will be a trap.
Pilot, take us to the next target.
But you never know. I'm hoping. But in this series, as we go through and we're playing this, you guys let me know down in the comments. There's going to be a lot of this slow-moving stuff until we really start doing well with our ship. Let me know if you guys want to see all of this. If you want me to edit it out so I can get more stuff into an episode, it's up to you. Just let me know. Cool looking ship. The coupling request has gone unanswered. So the only viable route is to force the hatch open. The anti-chamber leading to the interior of the ship would make a complete decompression is avoided. Well-chosen safety measure to ensure rescue is possible in the case of an opening system failure. Your crew gets to work and they exit the ship with their space suits on. In about 1 hour, the machinery is positioned, ready to force opening of the hatch. It was made of tin. All right, reroute the power. You board the ship and make sure the power flow is stable. Upon confirmation from the engineers and receipt of the toxicity readings from the scientists, you proceed through the decompression room and remove your helmet to continue investigating. You traverse the corridors with caution, alert to any signal that might indicate imminent danger. Silence, absolute silence. Not even the slightest sound comes from any of the rooms you leave behind. This is baffling. The ship was in good shape. Even the crew had disappeared. You hope that at least the MAI system, or Maya, will shed some light on what has happened. Yeah, no, you stick together. Follow your orders. The crew takes positions. You go through the corridor together in search of a clue or a signal until a snap behind a hatch pulls you on alert. You raise your hand to indicate the crew following you that you are going to enter. You activate the opening of the hatch. The room's entrance opens wide. You enter the room, which is in complete darkness, and turn on the lights. A foul stench assails you from inside, but you cannot identify its origin. You push forward, examining the terminals, search for any traces of survivors. But it seems like the Maya system is inoperative, which makes the likelihood of finding anything in the ship's logs impossible. You are still engrossed at a terminal when you hear a smash followed by someone's screams behind you. Oh, she got hurt. You turn around and observe in horror as Arfas falls to the ground. His attacker is gripping a stone the size of a not-so-small book and covered in your crewman's blood, while staring at you, wide-eyed. Yeah, we are supposed to be the good guys in this. The man does not answer and throws himself at another crew member, raising the stone again to strike. Warren, the crew member that was the maniac's target, evades the hit and tackles him to the ground as the rest of the crew rushes to his aid. Man struggles and contorts, bending himself into shapes that you never thought would be possible for a person. Amidst the screams, more animal than human, they finally manage to handcuff him. But it is not until one of them shocks him with their stun gun that he finally ceases struggling. Arfas gets up with some difficulty and raises his hand to his head. You see his face and shoulder are covered in blood gushing out of the gash wrought upon him. Miraculously, he is alive. You turn around towards the ship when you hear a voice coming from behind. It seems one of your crew members is calling to you. What is it? Okay, nobody said anything. Suddenly you feel your hands growing heavy and look down at them. The same stone the man was clinging onto before he was handcuffed is now in your hands. You do not remember when exactly you picked it up, but you can see that it is some sort of tablet. Let's head back to the ship and this thing's giving me a headache. Okay, and when weird things like this happen, you see up here in the upper right corner, there you hit U. Go to our ship cells. You descend to the ship's brig in search of a man to whom the tablet belonged to. Since he was arrested, he has not said a word. Actually, he did not say anything before being captured either. The man simply attacked you without any prior explanation. The only sound he has made has been screams and growls more akin to an animal. You approach the force field of his cell and observe him, completely still and curled up in a corner. It is difficult for you to hear it, but he seems to be emitting a weak, pitiful cry. There are many questions that need answering. Who is this man? Where did he get the tablet? What has happened to the rest of his crew? All these questions in mind, you address him. Came looking for answers. Prisoner remains impassive, rocking gently. Do you hear the flutes? Let the music stop. Don't wake him from his dream. Let him sleep. That's it. It's all a dream. Dreams have no form. Chill runs down your spine. The man drops his head back in between his knees. This is useless. His state of mental instability is readily apparent. You give up and go back to the bridge. Maybe giving him some time to clear his mind will allow you to get some answers that are not just incomprehensible gibberish. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. Get back to work. I doubt I'll remember. But when any of your people get hurt and when we have away missions, let's see. You can come here to sickbay. And Mano Ferris got chomped up. You can see right there, cranking away. You give it a second. And yeah, as they get more, because everyone will be getting levels and bonuses to their stuff. Boom, we're done. Let's see, I have 1 point, and we can go into Charisma. Aptitude, increases shield. Yeah, firepower basically. Increases the experience gain of your crew. See, but what about me? What's going to increase my level experience? Reduces the probability of wounds in combat by. And then it'll show the next one, which will be in orange, what we'll get. So let's see, I think. What has she got? She's energy weapons, regular weapons, salvaging. Already got one in salvaging. One there. What about our scientist down here? It's going to be medicine. Investigation capacity and shields. Yeah, let's go investigation with that. Got a whole bunch of scientists, so we can push things up. And it looks like our ship is currently full. So as we're going along and we want to pick up and add more people, we can swap characters in and out. Of course, it's all good. Okay, so let's go to the Allied station. There we go. You got to get it green, and your ship just needs to move a touch, and then it'll pull it in automatically.
Docking complete. Only the authorized personnel can disembark.
And depending on where you feel like going, first place I always go is the commercial zone. And unfortunately, they've got nothing, which is one of the problems when you first show up and you don't have anything in your inventory. We'll have a stash system, our system, so we can check back and forth, right? If there was stuff here to buy, we'll probably jump around and go somewhere else. These are our blueprints to create things. A little ways off. And we're just killing time currently. Okay, and if you go to the ship cantina or the arcade, you can do different things. Hangar sends us right back to our, or not, sends us back to our ship. And this one pulls up all of our various ships, so you can see our current loadout here. If we had more ships, we could pop up. But let's go to Ship Crash Canteen. You enter the bar, which seems lively. The customers are gathered around a table as they chant enthusiastically. You get closer, watch the spectacle, and you spot an enormous man and a young woman drown. Oh no, it's downing shots. Yeah. So yeah. Basically that, you can get into fights, you can get robbed. But Let's see if we can find us some combat.
Seriously? Another interception?
All right, we finally get some combat.
Congratulations, you've made it onto my blacklist.
Oh, geez, these guys popped out of nowhere. Not cool. That one's really close. Oh, this is so bad. We're getting lit. Okay, you can see how we're doing in the bottom left corner there. And we are such a kitten right now. Just a baby.
One of the enemy ships has been destroyed!
Well done. May, send a damage report to my terminal immediately.
Okay, and you can see you got a bunch of stuff. Pick it up there. Nothing good, though. You never have to stay where you are if there isn't anything that you don't like. So, this is where we are. You can see itty-bitty ship there. And let's just see. We got recruits, repairs, blueprints, contracts, repairs. Let's go there. This is us clicking along in space, in their hyperspace version. Ooh, what's the red one?
Captain, we're getting some very strange readings.
What the hell is that? May, focus the sensors on the signal from coordinates 15008.
Augmenting the scale. Decoding parameters. I detect high radiation readings, Captain, but I cannot locate the source of the emission.
Crew, exercise extreme caution. We're heading to the source of the signal.
All right, well, that, my friends, I think is the next big part of the story that we're going to need to do. But before we do that, I'm going to go over the station right here. See if there's anything we can do to upgrade our armaments.
Docking complete. Only the authorized personnel can disembark.
All right, let's head to the commercial zone. Now, our ship did get banged on a little bit. And we've got a couple of weapons that I found. Let's see. You know, it's all more firepower, isn't it? Got some more scrap. But I guess we just need to keep looking here before we find everything that we need. All right, folks, so there we go. When we come back in the next episode, we will go check out the Genesis now that we've got a little bit stronger, as you can see here. Ooh. Well, that didn't last very long. There we go, full. Ooh, oh no, sorry. Sir. Wow, it changed the way that they work. Let me shoot above. Interesting. And it's really short. Wow. I'm gonna have to take a look at that, decide what's not gonna work and what will. Anyways, folks, keep your heads down, your warriors of doom up, and I'll see you again real damn soon.